Hello guys, what is going on? My name of course is Matt from the MC Spectrum, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Naval Strike. Now here's all the hype at the moment up in the Battlefield community. It's not the next DLC, because that of course is Second Assault, but it is the following one. Next one of course if you are on Xbox One though. But Naval Strike, it's all the hype as I've just said, and I think it's going to be an awesome DLC. Personally, my favourite vehicle is the Fast Attack Craft. Of course it's a boat, and I think that it'll have a huge part to play in the Naval Strike DLC. Personally, I think this DLC is going to be a right good step up for DICE. I think they've not done this before, and I think it was going to work well, especially for Battlefield 4. I'm really excited for it. I think this could be a potentially great DLC that I'm going to personally love, because I love playing in the Fast Attack Craft. There's 4 maps at the moment, which of course have been leaked by a Russian EA page, I believe it is. And or Russian Battlefield 4, sorry, and it's saying the map names are Wavebreaker, Lost Islands, Nansha Strike, and Operation Mortar. Now, out of these, how many do you guys think sound legit? Personally, I think 2 to 3, depending on Operation Mortar. I think Lost Islands, definitely not something that DICE or EA would call a Battlefield 4 map. Wavebreaker, that seems like it could fit in. Dawnbreaker, similar to that. I also think the Nansha Strike, that sounds incredible. It's like Sharky Peninsula, oh sorry, no, Strike at Karkand, but those kind of maps, it kind of feels like it could fit in with those, which is cool. I also think Operation Mortar, give or take, it's not the most impressive name I've ever heard, Operation Mortar, but it could fit in. I mean, there's been such things as Operation Metro, Firestorm, stuff like that, so it could definitely fit in with the Battlefield style. I just don't think it's the most impressive name they've ever come out with. But nonetheless, it might be real, all 4 of these, you never know. Things like these map names, they've been speculated before and things have been leaked, and sometimes they've been proven right, more of the time than they have actually been proved right than wrong, which is pretty cool to think that we have got these names already. But it lets us, well, it allows our imaginations to run wild, thinking what maps could these ones be. You know, I think Strike on Nansha will be interesting. I think that won't be completely sea, but it might be like a port town. That'll be really cool. I also think that Wavebreaker will definitely be set in the middle of the sea, perhaps kind of like Angry Sea, which has also been speculated by Lupus. Excellent video, and I think that opinion of his was one that I definitely agree with. It's very interesting, especially linking back to the campaign and the front cover image that has been kind of leaked by this Russian Battlefield 4 page. Lost Islands, if it is real, maybe a small version of Parasol Storm, just little islands that you can fight around, but maybe trying to base it, well, maybe trying to base it around something like a center object. I'm aware that they have added in, well, will be hopefully adding in a submarine, which would be awesome, because it was speculated that before Battlefield 4 originally came out, there could be a submarine. It was kind of a commandery mode setup thing, and it was tested on Lankang Dam. Maybe this has been removed, and maybe we're going to get it in Naval Strike, which would be something specific to that DLC. And what a cool little addition that would be. I'd love to see that. I think the Commander would have an excellent new toy to play with, and I think that would be impressive if people could get in. Maybe replacing the gunship for Naval Strike. But could we see anything else? Maybe there's going to be something really cool that we don't even know about yet in this DLC. Perhaps we're going to be able to command our own gunships. The Commander could control where they move. There's so much that this could support, especially with Commander mode. You know, surveillance outside in the real world at sea is one of the most important things. You've got to scan the whole ocean to try and find other ships. This could be definitely incorporated for Commander, and they could have the biggest impact on the battlefield. I know Commander hasn't really taken off as well as people must have hoped. Personally, that's the way I feel. I don't know about others, but I just don't have the full want to go in Commander mode as compared to like going on foot or whatever. But maybe this DLC will make me want to. You know, that'd be awesome if you could track the whole movement of one of your own team's ships, moving 32 players across the map to fight another. This whole gunship could have other boats in it, helicopters and anything, and you could move it around carrying, I don't know, maybe an objective with you, and then there'd be one center point. You know, think about it, that could fit in with Lost Islands actually. Now I'm just thinking about it, maybe there's just a couple of little islands in the center, one flag, that would be the only reason to get out of your ship. Then you'd have 2 huge battleships going up against each other in a huge war. boarding each other's ships. You could capture each other's flags, and the possibilities are really endless. You can see why I'm speculating. It's just so cool to think what this DLC could offer. Those are my ideas. I think they're pretty cool, actually. I think they could fit in really well. It'd make an excellent game, really fun one, and I think it could be a really good DLC for DICE. The guns, I don't know what they're going to add in for that. I mean, how many guns are we going to need as Naval Strike? Obviously, that's going to be based around water and boats and naval combat. So, are we actually going to get any guns? Maybe all we need are these amazing new vehicles. You know, we could have a mass amount of vehicles. We could have a new transport boat instead of the jet ski. We could have another kind of fast attack craft. We could have huge naval carriers. We could have submarines. We can have little seaplanes maybe. We could have anything. It's really impressive, this DLC, in my mind. I think the maps are going to be really well made, at least I hope. I think the weapons are not going to be the huge point of interest in this, which is something I don't really mind. I love playing in, you know, boats, vehicles in general. I think boats, they're going to be so fun just to have a huge DLC that really supports them. At the moment, there's really not that many maps that do it. There's Flood Zone, which I definitely enjoy, and Parasol Storm, but really, what else is there? Lankang Dam? I wouldn't say so. I think this really could be DICE's best DLC, at least for Battlefield 4, if not in the recent years. This could be really good, and a great DLC for people to really enjoy. I think at the moment, we can tell it's going to be good because the speculation is much higher than Second Assault, which isn't even out yet, and that's going to be coming out soon. I mean, of course Xbox One has it, but there's not as many players on Xbox One as there are in this community, which is on YouTube at the moment. I think Naval Strike is going to be the big one. I think it's going to be a really great DLC for Commander, for vehicles, and players that like that kind of gameplay. Personally, that's right up my street, and I can't wait, guys. What about you, though? What are you most expecting to see in this DLC? Do you think it's going to be good, bad? Do you think it's going to be well supported by the maps, the game modes? Will there be new game modes? Tell us what you think is going to happen in this DLC, guys. I'm really interested to know, and take all of your opinions into account. And maybe I can make a second one of these commentaries and think about all the speculation that you guys create. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a like if you thought this was good commentary. Subscribe to see more. Mine, of course, has been Matt from the MC Spectrum, and I will see you all later.